Red team cover.
Red team cover.
Red team cover.
Like that. This is one.
Reloading.
Right out. Red team move. Blue team, why the fuck we are?
Blue team.
Dark on C left.
Blue team set.
Red team.
Red team moving up.
One more set.
Set.
Red team set. Reloading.
Reloading.
Wounded. Red team's got a man down.
Yeah, incompetent is gone.
He's dead. Confident.
Reloading.
Red team KIA incompetent. Blue team's moving forward.
Blue team moving forward.
Blue team set. Check fire, check fire.
Check fire.
Check mags. Who needs a bell? Yeah, I think I have one too. I'll give it to you.
And I'm down to 4 stand eggs.
Right, we'll just walk up on tactical towards the first BPS panel. Yeah, I see it, white.
I have a bell for it.
1056110.
You want more than that?
Thank you.
Alright
One
then.
more if you want it.
Wait, don't you guys have me on?
I'll have some more.
I think you're the only one left.
Alright, accept.
Right here, I dropped it.
You can also access their gear with the Shack Tech HUD. I find it easier than dropping it on the ground. Yeah, especially if it's dark.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
the
probably a
Ace
good
attack.
idea.
Yeah, you
Alright
can
then.
pick this one up again. Oh, I have a backpack, never mind. Yeah, I have a backpack.
Alright, we're just gonna walk up to that VS-17 panel up there, just completely on-tactical, just tactical blob on me, and we're gonna go over some, talk about some actions on casualties.
Copy.
Alright.
Alright, so follow me.
Casualties.
There we have him. Alright, Compton, we're just walking up to the VS-17 panel, completely on tactical, just tactical blob. I'm hear me. Just walk up close, so we can all, so you can all hear me. Now, the thing is, once we're down to this 3-man teams, when the shit hits the fan and we take a casualty, the squad does, in reality, become combat ineffective because, more or less, because if you go by the 3 phases. Has anyone heard of 3 phases of tactical combat casualty chaos? Care?
No.
Should have learned in the familiarization course. Right.
This
Tactical
is
combat, tactical combat casualty chaos, just TCCC, is divided into 3 phases. Phase 1 is just as it is in just a regular first aid. Stop the accident. In this case, it would be, no, kill the fucking enemy. Make them stop shooting in one way or another. Either kill them or suppress them. That way you stop the accident. Now, a phase 2. Phase 2 is when you can start move the casualty to a safe location that is in cover of direct fire. Direct fire would be bullets. Anything that isn't fired on a trajectory, just like a grenade launcher, for example, does. That's phase 2 of it, and then you can start treating them once you have that. But you need to have fire superiority, i.e. suppressing the enemy or have killed them before you can move the casualty. Third phase, very rarely used in armor, would be the actual medevac of the casualty. Now, in this case, yeah.
I was going to say, with the new ACE updates, that is going to be a bigger thing. Extracting your casualties is going to be a much bigger thing with the fucking current ACE update for the medical system. Because it's not possible for someone to be shot and stay in the field of combat effective.
Might actually fear a bit for that update.
That is already in.
Yeah, and it can get even worse.
Yeah, it's going to get worse, so you...
And did they fix the
Anyway,
suppression
sorry for interrupting,
script?
go on.
Alright. Once we take this casualty as we did here, it always becomes a leader's decision on what to do. Do we suppress the enemy from here? No. Are we close enough for the enemy? Can we fucking assault his position and make sure he's fucking dead by going up there and putting a bullet in his body, so actually seeing it, to make completely sure he's dead? This with range here? No. We should just have broken contact, you know, actually then start, instead of moving forward, no, then my team would start suppressing the enemy like hell, and in this case, if he wasn't dead, then the other team, that means the 2 other guys, will then start moving him backwards, because we're going to keep the teams intact. And that's why I say that we pretty much become combat ineffective in this case here. Let's just quickly form a line here so I can illustrate better, otherwise I'm just going to be talking. So just form a tight line left and right of me.
Stuff set up.
Alright, say again that actually was
I just mean wait for you.
Alright, so let's say I'm over here with yeah, there we go. Alright, mine is blue team and we have red team over there. Alright, so let's say that again Baton is here. Holy fuck, Baton, lie down.
Oh!
Shit.
No.
This is some piss. And the guy is a PKM gunner, far, no, 255 up in those woods. Shit, that's not gonna work right here. Alright, what the fuck do we do? Let's quickly look around. Alright, to us, 5 o'clock, we seem to have a small depress inside the woods, the trees right there. Alright, fuck this then. What we're gonna do here is have the... I need to quickly remember this one here. What we're gonna do here is actually just a bound backwards. I need to think. Yeah, there's no other way you can do this.
Yeah.
This particular case here. Normally, if you can, you're gonna have the team with the wounded go first. But if you went first, you know, bounded backwards right now, we're probably gonna be in your line of fire. So that's just fucking tough shit, you know. So in this case, I would have my team bound backwards first. So we just take some steps backwards because we're counting. We're really fucking running. Oh my god, this goes so fast. Down here, all right, boom. Then we can still fire up on the enemy as you move, and you can still fire when we move. All right. So then, we're set. We're covering. Now you can move your casualty a bit more backwards. You could actually just have the casualty move all the way back in one single bound. which is just for illustration right here. So one of you would of course either be dragging him or picking him up, taking him to either the safe place if it's within reach of one bound or such. This is one way out. But if it's too far away, you're gonna have to do additional bounds. So pick him up, lying down, suppress. Other team set, pick him up, run with him, lie him down, suppress. It's a shit situation. It's even fucking tough in real life, dragging a guy around, weighs a shit ton. But quick actions or casualty. If we have body teams, as we would have in a normal US Army squad, it will be the body that takes care of him if he's not able to do so himself. So if, for example, let's see, Black was my body. Holy shit, Black is hit. Black, get down. You're hit.
Oh no.
Fuck. Alright, squad leader, Black is hit. Fuck shit, JB, get him to safety. Yes, he can walk. Not just there. Just to illustrate, not just fucking spray it all around. And then I will be taking care of him, making sure he gets back while the rest of the squad covers me. And I'll be taking care of him, stabilizing as good as I can, all that shit, until the medic arrives. Boom. Very quickly went over that. We need to get a move on. Hello.
And what about smoke? What if we just smoke the whole 12 o'clock and then peel around
The
back?
thing is, smoke, bullets go through it. You can see the enemy knows where you are. Once, because you would usually, let's say again, if the PKM gunner is all the way up there, if I throw a smoke here, it would cover my field of view much more than it would cover his, because he knows if he can't see us, then we're still behind the smoke, and then he's just gonna be spraying into the smoke, and we can't do shit, because the small area that the smoke conceals from his position will pretty much conceal take up my entire field of view from 220, to 300 and something, and then I could just sit there and spraying at 100 different trees and not hit anything, and then suppression would not work. That's a general thing that people have a tendency. It's in my mind, it's just as bad as having all guys, the entire squad, converge on the casualty and just sit with their fucking faces down into his ass, looking, that must hurt. Smoke, last ditch effort, because you can fire properly. You can't suppress the enemy properly. And what principle does that go against? I mentioned it earlier.
Because it's fire superiority.
Fire superiority, fire maneuver.
Yeah, fire
Close enough. It's bad. Close enough. Suppressing fire superiority, and then you can fucking move. If you throw smoke, blur your own field of view, your own arc of fire, well then you just fucking shot yourself in the foot, and perhaps the enemy will shoot you too in the foot. Alrighty then.
Pitching in here. On the other hand, if it is very difficult to put effective fire on the enemy target, even with grenades, you can always, with the M203, fire smoke and conceal the enemy so he can't see you. Shoot smoke at the enemy position.
That's correct. But then again, it's always situation dependent. But
Yes,
9 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, use bullets instead of smoke. Usually, when you need to use a smoke, the situation will be, the situation will be so apparent. It's gonna be so. I need smoke here. If you're sort of in doubt if you need to use smoke or not, fire at him with bullets. That's probably gonna be the right thing to do.
Yep. And generally, only use smoke at the fire team leader's discretion or squad leader's discretion.
Okay, so smoke. Okay.
Alrighty then, if you quickly hold up with me, I got a quick warning order for you from 6. We have to move to waypoint 3, conduct a attack of the road. We believe the main element of the enemy forces are somewhere in between Petrova and the waypoint 4. We're going to be moving up, taking the crossroads to facilitate reinforcements up the road. We're going to be doing this by moving from waypoint 2 by the black track up to waypoint 3, and from waypoint 3 up to waypoint 4. At waypoint 3 we're going to be initiating our bounds all the way up towards the target. We'll look at how we're going to proceed on depending on the terrain. We're going to be moving out as a standard column, as we just, staggered column here, staggered column, just as we were before we took contact. Right?
Right.
So form up. We just can take it our walking pace. And 6, this is one where Oscar Mike towards waypoint 3 over. JP, you do not know what the fuck ET status is, but I'm not extraterrestrial, but we're Oscar Mike from the last point up towards waypoint 3 over. AT status. Do not have any AT in squad.
We have 180.
I have an
Last
Do?
man, last man 180.
Shush!
Cancel, I have 1 times 84.
Oh boy, I wonder why he asked.
Here comes a T-75.
That's just 1 solid copy out. 6 advises they have spotted possibly enemy armor in a blocking position somewhere before or near waypoint 3. Did the guy with the AT hear that?
Yeah, I'm at the very back.
Say again, 1 times T75 armor.
Armor in general. We don't have a lot.
6 just advised that there were possible enemy armor in blocking position somewhere near waypoint there 3. Keep your eyes out.
Is there a way to look at your map while also looking out?
Nope.
Negative.
Then we need
Damn
a
it.
GPS.
By the way, Black Snarl, go back to the fuel and 7 behind me. Treat myself being competent to be that one circle distance.
Yeah.
And remember this here.
So we just watch now since JB is now full.
Remember to look outwards, not inwards, into the formation, and the guys at the rear, make sure, count to 5 or 10, or even take 5 to 10 steps. Just pivot around, look behind you, and again. And 6, this is 1 just past waypoint 2 up. I have eyes on a VS-17 panel right now.
Eye from purple marker, bearing 300 near.
It's 1 solid copy. Alright, the VS-17 panel up here by the road, just ignore that one, so it fucked up. And so JB, just for our pure practical training purposes, negative. Ignore me talking. Right, just keep on walking and Crew needs to write something into chat to set this moment up properly.
Armor pocket north.
Hey, check north, behind the red bush, before this, way after this cop's here.
Hold.
Look at where the rest of the squad is. Either someone did not pass what I said down to them, or else they did not inform you of what they were doing. This is a case of both. So let's just move up back to them quickly, because it seems they actually have spotted something we might want to know.
Prepping rockets.
Hold
Prep.
while I range. Loading tracers.
Give me a range if you
Due
can.
north, isn't it?
Range 300 meters. 350 meters.
What's happening?
Copy.
Oh, taking fire.
Clear back blast.
Special time. Backlash clear.
Rocket.
Ben, spacings. Give me a bearing on them. 6 is 1 contact.
About 360 or 0.
Working north. Remember to call out your contacts. Grid. No, contact, front, close. I need something so I can send it out. Engaging us. Also had.
2 grenades out.
Did we get that fucking tank?
Yes, tank down.
Roger that. We were engaged by enemy infantry with disabled 1 times enemy piece of armor. Engaging with 5-1-5-6. Mind distance dropping, take the target over.
Good call on the range.
Peel right into the wall.
Max.
Peel right.
Peel right.
Peel right.
Heel right.
Feeling. Ben. Coming, shit. Just walked right in front of you.
Keep going, Ben.
Go.
Okay. Last man. One more. Damn it. Set. Ah,
Let it go.
I'm fucking useless with buttons.
This is 1 solid copy enemy withdrawing in north.
1 to go.
Check fire.
Check fire.
Check
Check
fire.
fire.
Let's see here. Are we completely inside the teams? Move over there and
He's dead. Confident.
Reloading.
Red team KIA incompetent. Blue team's moving forward.
Blue team moving forward.
Blue team says.
what we'll do, we'll just walk up on tactical towards the first BPS panel. Yeah, I see it, White.
Belt for it.
1056110.
You want more than that?
Thank you.
Alrighty
One
then.
more if you want it.
Why don't you guys have me on?
I'll have some more.
I think you're the only one left.
Alright, accept.
Right here, I dropped it.
You can also access their gear with the Shack Tech HUD. I find it easier than dropping it on the ground, especially if it's dark.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
the
probably a
ace
good
attack.
idea.
Yeah, you
Alright
can
then.
pick.
Red team set. Reloading.
Reloading.
Wounded. Red team's got a man down.
Yeah, incompetent is gone.
Check fire, check fire.
Check fire.
Check mags.
No, I've some belts for you.
Who needs a belt? Yeah, I think I have one too. I'll give it to you.
Red team cover.
Red team covered.
Red team cover.
Like that. This is a one.
Reloading.
Red team move. Blue team, where the fuck we are?
Blue team.
Dark on T-level.
Blue team set.
Red team.
Red team moving up.
One more set.
Set.